Isn't she? Oh my gosh. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Alyssa, aka Always Alyssa J, and welcome to the vlog. It is Monday, April 14th. It is 12:57 p.m. I just had some breakfast, but it was really lunch. Breakfast for lunch, if you will. Had a little omelet, hash brown, little bacon situation. Currently, I am waiting for a prescription to be filled, but CVS is just such a pain. I get text updates about my prescriptions, and so they just said, Alyssa, a pharmacist has questions related to your prescription. And so I'm trying to go to the site, and this is all I keep getting, y'all. It just says, this is all I keep getting. Loading, loading, loading. And so I try to go into the app and it says they're preparing my prescription. I'm not seeing any questions from a pharmacist. So I just don't want there to be a holdup. This particular prescription is a little difficult to get to or to get. So whenever a doctor calls it in, you have to answer questions. And if you don't answer these questions, they're not going to fill it for you. It is just... it's such a pain. I woke up this morning. Typically on Mondays, I wake up at 6 a.m. so I can shoot content before the workday. So I got 4 videos done today. Very happy about that. Very light workday this week. Very thankful because these past couple weeks, yo girl, been running. And it's been so tiring and it's been so stressful. So I'm glad to have a week where things are just I do have some consigners coming. These are consigners I always work with to purchase bags, but also sell bags for me. I have a video coming up that talks about all the bags that I'm getting rid of and why. Most of these bags, y'all, I just have not worn and have no desire to wear. Your taste changes. You don't like the same things that you used to like before, yada, yada, yada. So they're going to be sending me a quote for each bag, how much they're going to be selling each bag for. There's usually a floor and a ceiling because people like to negotiate, of course. Then they're going to come over because they also live in Jersey. They're 20 minutes from me. They're going to come over, pick up the bags, but also deliver a bag. I just got, it's a new bag. Ugh. So excited. So they're going to be here in about an hour and a half. I'm probably going to try to finish up the work day. I think I want to go for a walk. I need to move this body. Y'all, I am on a health overhaul journey. I might talk a little bit more about it. I might not. I haven't really decided yet. I'm overall just trying to do better with movement. Anyways, I kind of have a little bit of a sweet tooth. I've been eating these Atkins chocolate caramel squares. 3 of these has 130 calories and only 1 gram of sugar. So, and you don't have that after sugar taste when you're eating these. These taste like real chocolate and caramel. It's fantastic. Look at that. It's delicious. So good. But I will let y'all know when they get here. Okay, so I know I was supposed to turn the camera back on when they got here, but we got distracted, y'all. But they took a lot of my bags out of here. You'll see some empty spaces. I'm gonna show y'all my new bag. I was gonna wait until the unboxing video, but I know a lot of people don't be watching my vlogs anyways, which is fine. It's totally fine, but y'all are gonna get a sneak peek of the bag. Ready? Oh my God. Isn't she? Oh my gosh. I'm so obsessed with her. Are you kidding me? Pre-loved, obviously. We are not buying anything full price over here. But, oh, y'all, isn't she beautiful? I am so obsessed. And they gave me a bag shaper on the inside. This is from 2016. Honey, the previous owner got pen mark up in here. It was why do you have pins in a Chanel bag? Girl, what is you doing? But tell me. And I got it for such a good price, y'all. A good price when we're talking about luxury, when we're talking about Chanel. I got this for $2,600. You know, anywhere else, especially in New York City, this probably would have been $3,500 or $4,000. I'm obsessed with her. Oh my goodness. Y'all better act surprised when I post my unboxing video. I promise y'all better act surprised. I am so cute. Oh my God. So I actually have a call in about 10 minutes, but I just snuck in this video. It's gonna be a super quick video. It'll probably be like 5 or 6 minutes long. Okay, so actually my call was just shifted to 4 o'clock and this meeting is internal. So I'm gonna shift it to tomorrow, especially when we're in person. It's better that way sometimes as well. I just popped this shirt on because I like to have on nice tops in my videos. When I put on my other shirt, I'm gonna finish up some work, and it's not a lot of work that I have to do today. I actually need to charge my Apple Watch, and then I think I'm gonna go for a walk because the sun came out and I need to get some exercise. Aunt Flo came to visit Chow, so I'm not feeling the best, but it's also not the worst that I've experienced. I'm still game to go for a walk, so that's what I'm gonna do. So at this point in time, my brain is pretty stalled out. It is 4:30. I woke up at 6. I'm tired. I still want to walk. I want to make it a priority to move my body even when I'm tired. And I think walking is one of the easiest things that you can do. So I'm about to do that. I know my mood has completely shifted. A part of it is, I think, Aunt Flo for sure. But sometimes there are things that happen at work, whether it be big or small, that can just change my mood. And I hate that so much. I'm someone who always does her best to try to regulate her emotions, but specifically around work, there are certain pain points and buttons that can easily get pushed. And you'll always see me maintain my composure. I'm never going to lash out, crash out, or anything like that. But I just hate how things that are so small can just completely change my mood. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I was going to write an email. I wasn't in clear mind and clear spirit to write it. So I'm just going to send it tomorrow. It's not a big deal. I've been dealing with stress really bad. I think I mentioned that at the beginning of this video. Really, really bad. And I've been trying to find a way. Like, I feel like crying right now and I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm not going to do it. Stress has, with this job specifically, and it's just the nature of the industry. I get a lot of anxiety from this job. I make a lot of money from this job. I can't even get my words together right now. There's a lot of anxiety. And so I'm trying to figure out the best way to manage it without self-medicating. Historically, I manage stress by overeating. Not a snacker, but when I have my meals, I'll have large meals. And that's just how I will soothe myself. And I'm trying not to do that anymore. It's very difficult to do, especially if you're not drinking or not doing this or not doing that. So I'm going to try to walk and just bring it all down, maybe do some journaling, and then just kind of call it a day. The WNBA draft is on tonight, which is a good thing, and I'm really excited about that. So I do have something to look forward to. But I think overall, that's why it's really important to have things to look forward to. The stress of this life, the weight of this world, and the things that you deal with on a day-to-day basis can crush you. Do the things that you enjoy as a part, if not your daily life, your weekly life, your monthly life, just so you have something to look forward to that'll make you happy. But anyways, I'm gonna go for a walk. Say what, say what, say what. Yeah. Girl, you know what's up. People be rolling, scheming on you and your homies. Very first day of summer, all grown down in the Hummer Bay. Hit the park and parlay. So I just stopped at CVS. Luckily for me, CVS is like a quick, I don't even think it's a 10-minute walk, 2-minute drive. So there was a couple things I needed to pick up. I realized my prescription, which I did not think would be ready. Also, I know I'm wearing my hat like T.I. right now. Just bear with me. It was actually ready when I looked in the app. So I'm like, ooh, let me go over there and pick it up. I also wanted to grab some more protein shakes, trying to up my protein intake. And they had a new flavor. I'll show you what it is when I get in the house. Picked up a devotional, and I almost forgot. I literally rang everything up and completely forgot that I'm almost out of my brow pencil. Like, when I tell y'all I am at the nub, okay? I could probably do one more set of brows with that thing, and that is it. When I get home, I'll probably take a shower and get ready for my evening, because like I said, the WNBA draft is tonight and we are going to be tuned in. Girl, I got so scared for a second. I thought I left my phone at the store. Oh my goodness. I freaked out for like 2 seconds. Anyways, my husband has already started his call. Otherwise, I would have talked about this in the kitchen. CVS and their 10-mile long receipts, like raw. Also, can we talk about how good this makeup still looks even after I just went walking? Typically, I would take my makeup off before I do anything like this, but I didn't want to wash my face too many times. I do not like sweating with makeup on. Like, don't like it at all. So like I said, I try to get some additional protein in during the day because I don't think I get enough. So I usually like Premier Protein. They have a new flavor. This is their cake batter flavor. I've had vanilla, I've had their caramel, I've had their strawberry vanilla, their chocolate, which I like the least. I still have 2 in my fridge and I do not like them. So I figured I'd try their new Bake Shop, I guess it's what it's called, flavor. So more to come on how that tastes. Then I had seen this devotional while I was online. It's one of those things that they put there so that you'll buy. I sifted through it. You know, one of the things that I try to look out for when I pick up one of these is a hint of white Christian nationalism. You just got to be careful with some of these things. This one talks about trusting God with every breath, something that I definitely need to work on and do a better job of. And as I was reading through it, I really enjoyed some of the passages and the scriptures. And it's 365 days of daily devotions for women. And I start reading through this at least once a day, just to get back into the habit of reading scripture again and really talking to God more. That is my ultimate goal. I grew up a church girly. Like, my grandmother was a mother in the church. My mother is a preacher. My stepfather is a preacher. My aunt is a minister. My uncle is a preacher. My father used to be a chaplain. I used to be a deacon. Grandfather was a deacon. Like, born and raised all up and through the church, was in multiple choirs, the whole shebang. So I just want to continue nurturing my relationship with God in my adult years, because it's been rough. There's been a lot of deconstruction that I've been trying to do around some of the harmful theology that I learned as a child. The indoctrination that I kind of received. I don't want to say kind of. I don't know if I'm ever going to tell that story, but it was a lot. It was a lot. And I'm just now coming to terms with all that happened at 30. And I'm always going to maintain my relationship with God, and watching my grandmother and her faith and how he moved in her life. Like, I know he's real. Like, nothing or no one can ever take that away from me, but there is just some harmful theology that I have learned over the years that I'm slowly still trying to deconstruct. Things are tender, things are triggering, so I'm just trying to maneuver through the best way that I can by myself. Now, let me show y'all this nub, okay? Because when I tell you I barely have anything left, and I look at how my brows look, right? My brows used to look a mess. I've finally learned the best way to do my brows for me. I need y'all to see this nub. Are y'all ready for this? Look, that is all that was left. I literally cannot bring it up any further. That's all that was left. I could have done one more set of brows with this. I'm going to get one more set of brows out of here. But y'all, I had to buy a new one. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. Not black, okay? Espresso. It's a very, very deep brown. It looks black, but it's a deep brown. I don't even know how much this costs, child. I try not to buy things from CVS anymore because they have gotten so aggressively expensive. It's just better to buy a lot of things on Amazon because the pricing is going to be much more affordable. My walk was pretty good. I was a little sluggish and definitely slow. I usually do a mile in like 20 minutes or less, and that's also very slow. Today it was like 22 minutes for a single mile. Like, I knew I was dragging. I did get some PR in the mail. So Mugler sent over their new angel scent. I did smell it. This is what the packaging looks like. I need to actually take photos of these. I usually like to take photos of my PR. before I post. It is very pistachio forward. So I think it's supposed to be like pistachio, vanilla, and I think there's another note in there. It's a very nutty pistachio, like a true pistachio scent. And then 54 Thrones, I actually stopped getting PR from them for a while. This smells amazing. They sent me this amazing PR box. I'm assuming they sent it for the sale that is happening, or maybe not. This smells like lavender. It's wonderful. So they sent over a French lavender vetiver. This is a CBD bath soak. Too bad for me, I do not have a working bath at this point in time. And they also sent over, and this is a scent I have not tried yet, Moroccan mint and Egyptian lavender. And it looks like they sent some Palo Santo as well. And then last week, I attended an event featuring Simone Andreoli, and I got some goodies. So it was the launch of his newest scent called Tulum Jungle Scape. So this has green tea and lime. It's perfect for the summer. Like, I know some people were kind of iffy about it, and I think I was too until I put it on my skin. Girl, that lime was humming and singing on my skin. I smell this other scent. It is called Sun Splosion. And what are the key notes here? Lime, mango pulp, guava, coconut water. Oh my goodness, I love this, but that wasn't even my favorite one. There was another tropical fruity scent. Don't ask me permission. Ooh, but I gotta pay there with my credit card just a little bit, just a little bit. And as soon as I do, they also sent over a sample set. So the icons in here are the samples here. Features, Lord, oh, Malibu. I've been wanting to smell Malibu. Leisure in Paradise. Don't ask permission. Oh my God. Born from Fire. That was an interesting one. Ocean of a Midnight Moon. That one was also nice. Oh, Rose Dangerous. Midnight Flamenco. Rose lovers, listen here, listen here, listen here. I was unsure how I felt about that scent. I didn't let it linger on my skin because I had sprayed so much, so I didn't have time. I guess I sprayed it on a card and I tucked it away in my bag, like my work bag. I went to work the next day. I went to go get something. I said, what is that? What in the world is that, girl? It was a Rose of a Dangerous I'm just gonna spray it a little bit right now. I know I'm checked. It is, I'm getting it right now. Yeah, I need that. There's also some oud in here, and you can tell that there's some oud in here. It is utterly fabulous. Simone Andreoli, he knows what he's doing, baby. Like, and he's also so kind, like so sweet in person as well. But anyways, y'all, let's start winding down for dinner. Good morning, y'all. It is the next day, Tuesday, April 15th. It is about 7:48 in the morning. I need to be at work a little bit earlier than I usually am. I have a meeting at 9:45 ahead of a 10 a.m. meeting, a 10 a.m. team meeting. Weather today is dreary. I don't know what's going on. We're in like April showers, but it's also cold, like, which kind of sucks. Today we have to do this long like practice session in terms of like selling, because I do work in sales. So in my role, in terms of like the sales cycle, I would say I am the person who's in the passenger seat while I work with someone who is in the driver's seat. They are like the salesperson. I've always kind of done this role in my particular career, and I like it. I like the organization of it. I like to make things run. Like, I'm great with the details. That is my jam. But they really want us to upsell. I've upsold before and gotten us hundreds of thousands of dollars, but they really want us to be sellers now. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, in part, I get it. Like, I definitely understand it, but that's not like my jam, you know? I'm not a salesy girl. I know how to build relationships, and building relationships is a key piece to selling, because the people you're working with do not like you. Trust and believe. Y'all not gonna do a whole lot of business together. I know how to give white glove service. I know how to really make my clients' life a lot easier, but I'm just nervous about this exercise because I'm just not great at it. That conversational selling and objection handling, selling competitively against another company. My old account executive used to be really good about that. She was great when it came to objection handling. She's actually going to be in my session today, which I think will make me feel a little bit more comfortable, but we'll see how this goes. This session is going to be 2.5 hours. Oh my gosh. And I had to do a practice session. It actually started off really, really well. Like, I know how to start a meeting. I know how to set the agenda. I know how to do discovery. And discovery, y'all, is essentially just asking the client questions to get an understanding of what their objectives are and what's important to them, because if you're not talking about any of that, they do not care. And you'll lose them, right? Like, that's a part of relationship building, is ensuring that their needs are met. And one of their ways for their needs to be met is you understanding their goals, because they have a million other meetings that they have to take throughout the day. Yours needs to be the one that they remember. Yours needs to be the one that's impactful, and yours needs to be the one where they feel like they were listened to. A lot of people go into meetings and just try to sell. Figure out what these people need and make sure you're addressing that. And we have so many tools and so many offerings at our company. Like, it's hard for me to be proficient in all of them. So it's hard for a couple of different reasons, but I digress. I'm just gonna put on my jacket, put on some jewelry, a little perfume, and I'm gonna go catch the bus. I know you're feeling anxiety, but you're gonna be okay. I left my house a bit frazzled this morning. Travel to the city was very seamless. I had a 9:45 meeting, get on the 1 train, just fine until I get to 14th Street. I usually have headphones in. I'm sitting down and I hear kind of sort of Chambers and then South Ferry. Chambers and then South Ferry. Then I see, because I'm on the 1 train. The 1 train is local. It's supposed to make local stops. The 2 and the 3 train are express. They make express stops. As I hear her again, I see people standing on the platform. The 1 train is usually flooded, especially right before you get to Christopher Street and Houston Street. And I noticed people were standing on the platform and not getting on the train. And that's when I realized this is going express. That happens every so often. A local train will go express if the local train, for whatever reason, is backed up. I put my bag in the door right before it closes to get out. The doors usually just open back up. In this case, they kept the doors closed. And a man had to help me pull my bag out the door. I couldn't get out. So the train went past my stop all the way down to Chambers Street. No big deal. I can just go to the other side of the platform and come back up. I'm waiting for the train and I see that the one, once again, going uptown though, it says delayed. And it's supposed to be coming in 1 minute and it says delayed. I want to say 2 minutes go by. And I had to make a decision. I looked at where I was at Chambers to where I had to go. It was a 20-minute walk. My appointment or my meeting was in 20 minutes. So I had to make a decision right then and there. And I was looking. Nothing was changing about the status of the train. So I had to walk. I had to take my coat off because it was humid in the city. This time of year is so funny. I had to take my coat off. I was sweating bullets by the time I got to my meeting. I wasn't even upset. I was just disassociating. And then there was something that happened at work that annoyed me yesterday that kind of carried over to today. I had a meeting after that, right? Like I had a 9:45 meeting. It was quick. And then I had my 10 o'clock. And usually my 10 o'clock, everyone is just very happy-go-lucky. And I wasn't angry, y'all. I promise I wasn't angry. I was just trying to disassociate because I knew I had to get through the day. There's other things that I needed to do and get done, probably visibly not myself, which everyone is entitled to have a day like that. After that team meeting that was an hour long, I just had another one-on-one with one of my account executives, and now I had a couple extra minutes in this room and I was alone, and so I just took a minute. Sorry, I feel so frazzled. I just took a couple of minutes to ground myself and try to bring my anxiety down because I feel like I am 2 seconds away from a breakdown and I'm just trying not to remotely go there. So I haven't had anything to eat. It is 11:37. I'm going to go get a salad and a soup, and then I have a 2.5 hour training. So I will catch y'all for lunch. You know that I like it, baby. Ooh, girl, you know what's up, and you know what I need. Ooh, say what, you know that I'm about it, baby. Ooh, back home. The day got better. Grateful to God. The day definitely got better. The training I went to was actually fun. It was actually very engaging, interesting, and my angst immediately went away after we did the first exercise. Went to get some coffee with a friend. We have a cafe downstairs. A friend and coworker. We talked, caught up, like had a very long talk, caught up on some emails and some last minute work. I just showered, feeling very refreshed, feeling much better. I have dinner heating up in the oven for my husband and I am probably going to be doing some editing for the remainder of the day. I need to get a video up tomorrow. I like to post on YouTube at least twice a week. So I want to get something up for tomorrow. I don't even know what it's going to be. And then try to plan to get something up for Saturday as well. That is the first time in the office I had to like sit, grind my chest, and really ground myself. Because I was literally 2 seconds from crying. And it don't even really be that deep. The angst that we produced more often than not is in our heads. I'm about to do my skincare routine. Our food should be ready in the next like 15 minutes. And I'm just gonna work on my videos for the remainder of the night. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. So. Hey y'all, it is the day after. It is Thursday, April 17th. I just needed a day to decompress. There was a lot happening Tuesday evening mentally for me. Yesterday was so much better, like leagues better. I also wasn't doing much. There wasn't a big difference in what I had done the day before. So I also didn't want to bore y'all, truth be told. But I look crazy because I just went for a walk. I was able to sleep in a little bit today and it was much needed. Went for a walk. I just got back in. I also stopped by CVS to get some more protein shakes because I ordered some groceries to come today. It's supposed to be here pretty much right now, but ever since the grocery store switched over from using their own truck to Instacart, they've been later than usual. But anywho, I forgot to order some more protein shakes, so I went to CVS to pick some up, came back home, and I'm going to start some work because I know the groceries are going to be here very shortly. I do have the new Premier protein flavor. This is, I guess, their Big Shop flavor. So I have my cup with my ice. I actually ordered this off of TikTok Shop. It's all right. It wasn't everything I was expecting to be. It's like we have to remember that TikTok Shop, I expected a certain quality and I got it, but like the stopper on this thing, it's weird. It was very, very weird. So I'm so excited to give this a taste. Been trying to up my protein intake, which is why I take these. I also am not a huge breakfast person. Over the past couple of years, I really haven't been a breakfast person. I think for me, as some people, as soon as they wake up, they're hungry. I'm not one of those people. It's been that way since I was a young girl. I wake up and I'm just like not really interested in food for the first 2 hours of the day. So anyways. And I'm not an iced coffee girl. I'm not a coffee girl in general, unless it's an espresso martini. Very particular, but let's try this. It tastes like the vanilla. I think I am getting the cake batter part of it, the cake shop part, maybe like the sprinkles piece, but yeah, it's called Cake Batter Delight. It tastes like vanilla. Boo, boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. I'm throwing tomatoes. I'm gonna do some work for a little bit until this food gets here. As I've gotten older, my body has changed. I went north of 30, like north of 31, and that's when everything just started declining so quickly, y'all. And I can only imagine how badly it gets as you get into your 40s. Like my body doesn't feel good when I don't move it for long periods of time. Like I'm in a season of really taking care of my health. Not that I have horrible things wrong with me, thank God. But as I'm getting older, I'm just trying to get my weight down. Trying to get more exercise, not necessarily because of the weight, but because the heart needs that. I see so many elderly people in my neighborhood who are walking every single day. Whenever I manage to be out there, they are out there getting their walk on. They do not play, but it just, that's how you're able to live longer. You have to keep moving. So trying to get this weight down, getting better movement, getting better quality sleep, eating better foods, or I should say not better foods, but incorporating more fruits and vegetables into my diet. A 360 overhaul. I've seen so many doctors over the past several weeks. I am going to the doctor today. I'm going to a pulmonologist. I might have mentioned this in my Instagram stories, but I was on my health journey at the top of the year. I was on my Peloton bike 5 times a week, y'all, like at least 4 times a week minimum. Doing so well. I did it for a full month, was doing it before work, y'all. Do you know how hard that is as someone who's not a morning person? Was doing it before work. Got bronchitis at the end of January and everything just went downhill. Now, the intention for me this year was to really do a 360 on my health anyway. Truth be told, I'm going to be very honest about this. I have not been to a PCP to get blood work in like a decade. Really, really bad. Don't ever be like me. And a part of it was just the fear of what they were going to find. Not nearly as bad. Still a little bit like, girl, like my blood sugar is high. I'll be honest, blood sugar is high. Everything else, thankfully, is normal. Cholesterol, a little elevated, like not anything for them to be worried about. My good cholesterol is very high. Bad cholesterol is low. Blood pressure, a little bit elevated, but lately it's been very normal, right? So the blood sugar thing, gotta get it under control. Gotta get it under control. But otherwise, I didn't see anything else in my blood work. Thank God. It could have been bad. A decade. We went through a pandemic. I gained like 50 pounds during the pandemic. I've only lost like 20 of those 50 pounds. I started strong, lost 5 pounds in January, got to the end of the month, got the bronchitis, started trying to work out again. Had an asthma attack. I've never had an asthma attack working out ever in the history of ever. Then I was shooting content one day. I was doing too much this day, I admit, but shooting content with a lot of perfume in the room, had another asthma attack. I was like, okay, something is not right. So after going to a multitude of doctors, one doctor took some blood work, and that's where I discovered blood sugar is elevated, okay? I have asthma. Long story short, I now have asthma. I guess that was the onset. Now, historically, I've always had seasonal asthma, but not every year. I think I could count on one hand how many years. I'm 31 years old. I can probably count on one hand how many times I've had seasonal allergies, right? It's probably like 3 times. So we're talking about 3 years. That caused, not seasonal allergies, but that led to asthma. It's only happened like 3 times in my life, but I guess this bronchitis pushed me over the edge. So I've been seeing a pulmonologist over the past month and a half. I've been doing a series of different tests and what have you. I see her today. She'll give me the full scope of what's going on. They took x-rays one day. I did a sleep apnea test, which I believe I do have. Based on what I saw, and I don't mind sharing, but based on what I saw in her notes from my x-ray, they didn't really find anything. It's just regular asthma, I guess. But I got to hear about the results on my sleep apnea, which I'm pretty sure I have. So we'll see how to deal with that so I can get better quality sleep. And my hope is, as I come down and wait a little bit, that also gradually goes away. The door just rang. My groceries are here. So let's unbox the groceries. Is that what we do on here? Girl.
Right with you, I feel like Scarface. Ain't that white bitch with the bob, I'll be your main one. Just change this argument back up to my place. Sex remind you I'm not violent on your day one. We had shit, yeah. It was magic, yeah. Smash and grab shit, yeah. Last habits take a hold when you're not here. Ain't a home when you're not here. Are the grown when you're not here? I'm saying I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I lose and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody do body like you do. I can't lose.
So my camera died as I was making food for my husband. At that time, I wasn't really hungry, so I didn't eat. Did some more work, and now I'm sitting down to eat. So this is my lunch of sorts, but it'll look like breakfast. So we have some boiled eggs. I have 3 boiled eggs here with half an avocado. And then I have a bowl of mixed berries. So there's some blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries as well. Low glycemic index fruits, y'all. Very delicious. Just, I fell in love with blackberries. Like, how could you not love? So it's late. It's 2:08. I'm gonna have my lunch. I'll probably do a little bit more work, attend my meeting, and then I'm gonna head out to the pulmonologist. So my appointment is supposed to be at 4:30, I thought, but now they're saying 4:15. Like, maybe they just want me to be there at that time. But anyways, y'all, let me get into my food because it looks good. Okay, meeting has ended. It was relatively easy. Our client actually lost her voice. So there wasn't as much talking, though she was doing some typing. But now I'm about to call a car to go to the pulmonologist. Like I said earlier, I thought my appointment was at 4:30, but it's saying 4:15. I think it just wants you to be there by 4:15 to fill out any paperwork you need to. I don't need to fill out any paperwork. This is like my third or fourth visit, so only takes about it's less than 15 minutes to get there. I have started scheduling my appointments even down to like my dermatologist, even though I love the dermatologist I used to go to in the area. Like, we're talking 15 minutes or less, because anything that's over 20 minutes to get to, it just takes so much time to get there and come back. Like, especially if I'm trying to schedule an appointment in between like my day when I'm remote, it's just so much easier that way, because I literally lose the place I used to go to for the dermatologist. I was dealing with a keloid on the back of my ear. She was only 20 minutes away, but like between waiting for the car and if there's a little traffic, it can take more than 20 minutes. And the problem with that is, like, it's just not quick. It's so much quicker. The new dermatologist I go to, first of all, the office is beautiful. I might go back for facials. It only took me like 10 minutes to get there. So going and coming back was only like 20 minutes versus like going to this other place. It was 40 minutes of travel time versus like 20 minutes of travel time. And as someone who has a lot of meetings and is often very busy, like any little bit of time I can save, I'll save it. So pulmonologist is super close. I gotta pack up a little bag because all my items are still in my work tote bag, and then I'll call a car, and then I'll be there. If the appointment is at 4:15, I wouldn't be too late, but if it's not, like, I would just be early. It's fine either way. Oh, it never fails. I always get car sick, especially when the drivers get very brake happy. It's very difficult. I can be in the car for 10 minutes. They brake too much, a little bit too much forward motion. Immediate illness. It's so annoying. Hi, I'm here to see doctor. Yep, that's me.
You have a $30 copay for today?
Yep. Okay, thank you. Was the appointment for 4:15 or 4:30?
4:15.
Oh, interesting. I don't know why I thought it was 4:30, but just in case. Okay, yeah. Not 4:30. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Was that just checking my oxygen levels?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But the zero.
I started taking my Zyrtec a month ago. I was not playing around. Have a good night. But anyways, y'all, I'm definitely going to get a CPAP. She's like, girl, you're going to feel like a new woman. Is all my stuff in here? She recommended. Is this my car? Yep. We gotta talk about these results. We gotta talk about this for a hot second. Child. She had reviewed my x-rays, which I had seen online. I don't know if it was my doctor's notes or the notes of the place where I got the x-ray done. They were like, everything's clear, girl. So hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I did do a breathing test last week. That breathing test showed that my lungs were functioning at a normal capacity. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Last thing to review was my sleep test. As I suspected, I do have sleep apnea. However, it is much worse than I thought it was. So it's funny because I was talking to my husband and he was like, we've been together for 7 years. He's like, I've never heard you stop breathing. while you were asleep. But apparently that don't mean nothing. But the sleep test goes at the front of your head. They put the little things in your nose. And it's just at the top. There's nothing over your face like this. And it was so uncomfortable. I could not sleep. It was the worst night's sleep I had ever had. If you move the wrong position, it would say, fix XYZ, fix XYZ. Apparently, I stopped breathing 25 times within the span of an hour. What? It's so insane. I think there was a period of time where I was like, dang, I am dragging every single day. Something that does not happen as much as it did previously. But I would fall asleep in meetings all the time. Now, I work in advertising, so I just thought like it's the stress of my job. If you know media in general, whether you're working in advertising, marketing, it is very, very stressful, very, very hectic. Like, because everybody wants everything yesterday. Everybody is on go all the time. But there was a period of time where I was dragging every single day, and I would fall asleep in meetings constantly. Like back during my agency days, especially when I was working like 10-12 hour days, I was falling asleep in meetings all the freaking time. Nowadays, that seldom ever happens. I have been diagnosed with severe sleep apnea. She said if you stop breathing more than 4 times in an hour, you have apnea. If the baseline is 4, crazy part about it is, I remember when I was in middle school, a lot of kids was getting their tonsils taken out. My parents didn't take mine out, but I've always known that they've been big. Even when I first went to this pulmonologist and she looked down my throat, she was like, oh, like she did one of these, right? I had asked her, I said, is sleep apnea hereditary? Because my father has it. She had shown me, she's like, if you ever have children, check their throats as they get a little older, check their throat. Their throat should look like these first 2 pictures. If they look like these last 3, then their tonsils need to come out. And I think I'll try to put a photo in here for you so I can show you exactly what she was talking about. She's like, if they look like the last 3, they need to come out. I said, do you mind taking a look at my throat real quick? I don't think she remembers. She sees so many people in a day. I think I look like photos number 4 and 5. And sure enough, she was like, oh. She immediately wrote me a recommendation to see an ENT. I had an ENT on my list for this year. When she saw my tonsils, she was like, and she said it very quickly, but I was like, oh my goodness. She was like, you've probably had sleep apnea since you were a child, which probably led to some of your weight issues that you're experiencing or have experienced throughout your life. So the one decision of my parents, and I'm actually going to call them and ask them, and I'm not placing the blame on my parents. Like, I'm a grown woman. Like, I could have gotten these things checked a long time ago, but I'm definitely calling my mom and my dad and ask, like, did someone ever recommend that my tonsils be taken out and y'all just never... Okay, right? So we're definitely going to have that conversation. It's just so interesting to hear about how a small decision or just certain things, natural things that occur in your life, like having big tonsils as a child, and how that can lead to certain things happening later in life. She had told me that there's been studies done that a lot of people who have kept their tonsils in have ended up with sleep apnea over time. So that's that, y'all. I am gonna set up an appointment, but I was gonna go to the ENT anyways, not because of my tonsils, but because of my nose. I think I have a severe case of like rhinosinusitis. Like, I've only gotten this comment on social media once, but someone says like, it sounds like you're stuffed. But I have noticed even in my own videos, and I've gotten used to it, and I think other people have gotten used to it too, I do kind of sound like I am a little congested, or like some people have suggested before that I was congested. And I'm like, oh, I'm saying to myself, oh, I'm not sick. Right? So you can definitely kind of hear it. So I was going to go to the ENT for this, not for this. The tonsils are probably going to have to come out. I got to go see the ENT. I got to get a CPAP machine. I got to call my insurance company tomorrow. This is all so stressful. Getting everything addressed this year so that I can have a very long life. That is the game plan, God willing. Long as that's a part of God's plan, I want to have a long, long life. And I think that stuff like that can cause issues way down the line. So making sure I get all of that addressed. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. There's been some nights I've shed a couple tears, a couple days I've shed a couple tears, but we're gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this. I'm at peace with this transition, with this journey that I have been going through. I'm at peace with it because the end goal, y'all, is a long, not just a long life, a long, healthy life. That is the end goal. I want to say that everyone that I have around me, my care team, the doctors that I have around me, I've never felt so comfortable. I've never felt more heard. These doctors, they take their time with me. I don't feel like I'm being rushed or hurried or anything like that, or that I'm really just a number. And honey, they are writing these scripts. They're like, you need this, that, and that. I don't love being on so much medication, but let me tell you something. That medication my pulmonologist prescribed to me for my asthma, yeah, it's doing really well. So that's the tea, y'all. It's a lot. It is definitely a lot, but I'm just so happy I'm getting all of this under control. I'm seeing all the people that I need to see, and that God has got me in the palm of his hand. Amen and hallelujah. Anyways, y'all, I'll talk to you later. Good morning, y'all. It is Saturday morning. It is 8:31. I need to call my car. Oh, I shouldn't have put this on. I need to call my car in the next 4 minutes, and I should have put on eye cream. I'm on autopilot, as you can see, because I'm actually about to go get my lashes done. Look at this. How terrible these look. Now, I'm not going to my typical girl today. She had to fly out of the country for a family emergency. Totally understandable. Yeah, it's not too bad. Girl, I was going right in with eye cream. They usually don't like that because, you know, they place the patches down and things need to stick. So it's all good. It's fine. But yeah, she's flying out the country for a family emergency. So they paired me up with someone else. My appointment is at 9 a.m. It usually takes me about 16 or 17 minutes by car to get to the salon. And after that, I am going to go get my feet done. I was supposed to go somewhere later today, but that event was moved. It was shifted, which is totally fine. I had the worst stomach cramping of my life last night that went around to my back. And one of the muscles, I'm actually thinking this is a muscle issue at this point in time because I'm still feeling it, in my back is now a little strained, and it is the most aggravating thing. I had such a difficult time waking up this morning. I don't know why. I'm definitely gonna put a hat on because my hair. Anywho, I'm gonna call my car and get going, so I will meet y'all at the lash spot. Y'all, it is so hot out here. Not hot, but it's warm, and it's supposed to be a high of 80 degrees, which is insane. Oh, okay. Thank you. Y'all, I am so in love with them. She did such a good job. Look at how good these look. Oh my goodness. She did such a good job. So I officially have my backup person because typically whenever my girl goes away, I don't have a backup because I tried it one time, like once or twice. One woman did it. She did a great job, but then I had a lot of fallout. Another woman did it, but she was late and I felt everything. Usually when I'm getting my lashes done, like I don't feel anything. Similar to today, like you don't feel them doing anything, but I felt every single lash she put on my face. I was not having it. So whenever she goes away now, I just say, you know what, I'm gonna take a break. But I found my person. I am so happy. She did a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job. Like, such a great job. So now I'm about to walk over to the nail salon. Sorry if it's really loud, y'all. But I'm walking over to the nail salon to get my feet done. I'm going back and forth about whether or not I want to go to the mall. 'Cause I need some shoes, y'all. Like, I ordered some new pieces from Fashion Nova, and I know you're probably like, Fashion Nova, girl. But I've been needing like more co-ord pieces, like elevated co-ord pieces, because I'm getting invited to more fragrance events. like a lot more events this year than I ever have. And so I need to look good. I need to be able to have something I can put on and look good and feel good in. So I bought some new sets from Fashion Nova. I'm going to do a try on and I'll upload that video at some point. But I also need some new shoes, y'all. My shoes are not it. So I kind of want to go to Saks off 5th to be able to pick up some new shoes. Long story short. So I'm contemplating whether or not I should do that. Hi. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Pedicure, please?
Sure.
Hi. Good. How are you? How you doing? White, please. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, y'all? So I just pulled up to Saks off 5th. I'm here in the shoe section, and I am here to get some shoes. My shoe collection, I'll be honest, is just not the best. So this is usually where I can find some really great shoes at really great prices. So also my things today took longer than I expected. Typically my lashes are about an hour. However, I did have a lot of fallout and I was working with someone a little newer. So it just took her an extra 20-25 minutes to do my lashes. Additionally, I went to get my nails done thereafter. Oh, these Manolos are beautiful. Look at these Manolos. Ugh, look at this color. How pretty is that? But where would I even wear this? So I typically wear a size 10. We are Bigfoot gang. I've been Bigfoot gang since I was like middle school. But when it comes to European sizing, instead of like a size 40, because that is what a 10 is, I'd be a size 42 because not only are my feet big, but they are also wide. Just trying to find some really cute shoes. What size are these? There are these nice Stuart Weitzmans here that are 9.5, but they are so high. Oh my goodness. Like, y'all, look at this. Isn't this insane? So crazy. What's the price tag on this? $500. It's actually not bad. The designer is not really hitting. Oh, this is Calvin Klein. No, it's Saks. Look at it. Y'all see that? I'm gonna be slipping and sliding in this shoe. It's super cute, but yeah, let me keep looking and I'll let y'all know if I find something. Just left Saks off 5th. I didn't find anything. There was a pair of shoes that I really liked that I thought were really pretty, but they were too big. I would have been flipping and flopping around, child. It was too much. So now we're gonna go to Nordstrom Rack. Then I think I'm gonna hop over to H&M just to see what they have in store. And we'll go from there, y'all. So I just quickly stopped to buy a perfume store. Y'all know I couldn't resist. Smelled a lot of good things up in there. A lot of dupes were in there. It's funny, she wanted me to smell this one scent and immediately I was like, oh, this is a Killian Angel Share dupe, honey. She's like, what's Killian? So just put her on game real quick. She's gonna love it when she smells it. Nordstrom Rack always looks a little bleak whenever I come. You're okay. They never have any like cute shoes, you know? Nothing ever cute. They also have a lot of designer, but nothing that I just never have good luck here. I used to years ago, but nowadays not so much, y'all. Fun and colorful for the summer. They want $70 for these? I think not. I'm not gonna even try them on. If I'm gonna pay $70 for a pair of shoes, especially if we're supposed to be on sale. Ooh, these are some cute Sam Edelmans. Look at these. I like that. Size 10. They want $70 for these too. It's because summer's coming. They too tight anyways. Like, I don't love the pricing. We don't love it. I do like Sam Edelman and Circus NYC because they do fit my feet very, very well. Lots of boots. We are out of boot season. And even if we weren't, I wouldn't mind buying a boot that's cute, but they never have cute boots either. Yeah, y'all, the options. These options are not, they're just not good. Now, they also have a Bloomingdale's here, like a Bloomingdale's rack. I know that's not what it's called, but they have that as well, but I never find anything in there, like ever. Just like I never find anything in Nordstrom Rack. Never find anything in Bloomingdale's. Child, I'm gonna make sure I ain't mess up my toes, mess up my pedicure. I do low-key want to go to Gap, but I'm just gonna go to H&M and call it a day. Now, historically, I've found really great shoes at Target, but we ain't shopping there right now. May not shop there again, which is very disappointing because they had a lot of cute shoes for very reasonable prices, and they fit my big and wide feet very well. So, I do have an Aldo in here. Aldo's overpriced though. Child, let's go to H&M. See what's up in there.
This one.
Okay.
Just let me know if it's too light or too dark. Oh yeah, that might be a little dark.
It's a little dark.
Just right in the middle.
Is there anything in the middle or no?
Yeah, I think
oh, there is? Okay,
So
great.
currently the one you just put on was 45N and the first one you tried was 40N, so maybe we could try 43N.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to take a look at those.
Yeah. Y'all, I'm at this K beauty stand and they have Tier, and I've always been wanting to try Tier, like their compacts. They look like this. So these are the shades. She's shade matching me right now, so I'm just trying to figure this out. They also have some Beauty of Joseon items. I might get this ginseng essence water because I am obsessed with it. I love it so much. So if anything, I might be leaving here with that. So I tried 43N. She gave me, this is 47N. So this is 43N, obviously way too light. This is 47N. I think I need to try 45. I think 45 is going to be the one, babe. Also, I did not find anything in H&M, girl. I didn't even go down to the bottom floor. Usually they have divided down there, but I knew I wasn't going to find anything. So what was this first one you gave me?
40N.
Oh, that's 40.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the next one was 45N. And then we're just going to
I
go
thought you said it was 47.
Let me just check. 45N, yeah.
Oh, so that was 45. Okay.
So now we can try out 43.
40. Let's see. Bingo.
Perfect match.
Yeah, that's the perfect match.
Yeah.
How much are these?
So these are just 25 and we
That's
have,
it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We have mini ones that are also $13 if you're still not too sure on shade and you just want to try it out.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah, your skin is very beautiful.
Thank you so much. Do you have anything I can wipe this off with? No, it blends seamlessly. Yeah, that's a really great blend. I feel like this could be good for like everyday wear.
Oh yeah, I like using it as well.
That's wonderful. Yeah, that's fabulous. That's perfect, right?
Yes,
I'm not
it's
crazy?
perfect.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks really, really great. I'll take it.
You'll take it?
Also, I will be taking the ginseng essence water. Is this the biggest size that you have?
Yeah, that's the biggest size
Okay,
we
that's
have.
fine. I'll take this too.
Okay.
Thank
Let
you
me go
so
grab
much.
it.
So that was a pit stop I didn't need to make, but everyone and their mom has been talking about Tier. You can only typically get it online. There's usually no way for you to try it out. And they're opening up a store. It's not a Tier store, but a K beauty store in this mall. So I'm very happy about that. So I need to get something to eat. What time is it, girl? It is 1:20. I have not had a morsel to eat all day long. Barely had anything to drink. So I'm going to go to Kava. Eggplant, please. Eggplant. Chicken, please. Tomato and cucumber. The cabbage. Onion. Avocado. I'll do some pita chips too, please. Got my bowl. And I got my chips, fresh and hot. I usually like to put onion, red onion, cabbage, avocado, romaine, spinach, chicken, tomato, cucumber, a little eggplant with a yogurt dill sauce. This place is popular. So good. This place is always packed whenever I come. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. There's always so many people. Remember that this trip was a waste. I went to like 3 different stores, didn't find any shoes, didn't find any clothes, but I did get to try the Tier compact and I love it. And listen, I love shopping online as much as the next person, but woo, put this right on my face. I love shopping online as much as the next person, but especially when it comes to shoes, you want to try that stuff on. You want to see how it looks on your foot, how it fits on your foot. Is it comfortable? You can't do that. You can't get a sense of that when you're buying it. So good. But y'all, I'm probably going to end my vlog here. Thanks for sticking with me this week. I know it wasn't the most eventful, but next week we have 2 fragrance events, so lots happening. But I'll talk to y'all later.